Hi. So yet again, I'm in lockdown, and I have so many videos that I do want to make, but I'm just going to start small and sort of ease back into it. So just a bit on why I've been gone. I started a new job, which has sort of been keeping me busy for a while, and also my brother had a baby, which has also been pretty big, so it's been a pretty big couple weeks. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about some expired film that I've had in my fridge for a while. So I found this little box of Expired Gold 100, it expired in 2004. I found it at an op shop, and so I figured why not get it. And so it's been sitting in my fridge for a while because I've been wanting to sort of try it out, but I wanted to sort of wait until I'm making a video on it. So this is that video. Now the general rule for shooting expired film is that you overexpose it one stop for every 10 years. Now this film expired in 2004, and that's not quite 20 years, but it is closer to 20 years than it is 10 years, so I'm sort of breaking it down to go from 100 to 50, then to 25. So I was shooting this at around 25, I wasn't using a light meter, I was just kind of using my eye meter. But still, I was treating it as if it was 25 ISO, so I was shooting it around f4 for the most part. If I guess I was treating it like Sunny 16, I was shooting it much wider apertures, but then keeping my shutter speed at around 125. Now I also tried shooting this roll at night, just to kind of finish it off, but also I wanted to see if there might have been some like funky color casts, or anything that might happen when you try to do a long exposure. So here they are. Now I actually think they turned out a lot better than I thought they would. I was badly metering for them for the first two shots, and then the last one I metered properly, and so the exposure time on the first two was probably, maybe one of them was like maybe 20 seconds, one was maybe like maybe a minute, no, not even, maybe like 40 seconds. But then when I properly metered for this third one, I did it at about 3.5 minutes to account for properly account for reciprocity. But all of them came out fairly decent, so that's kind of weird. I didn't think the other two were bright enough to sort of get a decent image out of them, but anyway, color film's dynamic range is pretty good. And also on that about color cast, I think these kind of have a bit of a cinestill-esque kind of look, which I think is kind of cool. Maybe I'll try and shoot these at night a bit more. But they do have sort of a green color cast to them, which is also kind of what CineStill has. And I think it could be that maybe the base layer for gold was green, possibly towards the start of when this was being made or whatever. And now I mean maybe it's still green, I'm not really sure, but I think generally with expired film, if it does get a color cast over time, it generally has the color cast of the base color layer of that film. So like Portra 160 is kind of magenta, Portra 400 is kind of yellow, Ektar I think is like blue, maybe it's red, but I think it's kind of a blue, I'm not sure. But maybe these are just the colors that were in Gold 100 when it was Gold 100, because now we have Gold 200, but I know they've also made gold of pretty much every speed, so I don't know if it's the same recipe or maybe they've changed the recipe over time. I don't know. But overall, I think the photos came out nice, at least the colors did. I kind of wish I'd put a bit more time and effort into the compositions, but it was also kind of hard to find things to photograph when I'm going on like a lockdown walk. There's not a whole lot that I can really go and see. I also just wanted to show you my developing setup currently, because the room that I guess I used to develop in is sort of being used for other things currently. So for the last couple months, I've been developing here. Now, it's not ideal, but it does get the job done, and I guess I also kind of wanted to show you because it's sort of proof that you don't need to have a whole darkroom setup or need a big area or space for developing film at home. So if I can do it here, I'm sure you can find somewhere in your house to do it, and I believe in you. You can do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of my work, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which I've actually changed. So my Instagram is now michael.netty, and my Twitter is michael_netty. The reason why I've changed these is because I wanted to keep MIG Media mainly for my business kinds of things, and I used to sort of post a lot of my portraits and those kind of things that I would do commercial work, and post that on my business, which is also my main Instagram. But now with film and everything, I'm posting a lot more of my personal work onto my, I guess, main Instagram. And so I just felt like I wanted to sort of separate them a bit more and sort of maintain having business, personal, and film work separately. So that's sort of why I've done that. Anyway, you can go over to Instagram and follow me at michael.netty, or go to my Twitter, which is at michael_netty. Or you can go to my website still, which is migmedia.com. That will not be changing, at least for now. Anyway, I hope to see you again soon.